Data from the Harvard Business Review shows that second supervisors monitored the floor, workers logged data into new tablets, and the warehouse stock finally matched the digital records. By the 6-month mark, the system had collapsed. The digital records claimed the warehouse was full, while the shelves sat nearly empty. Down on the factory floor, the tablets were unplugged and covered in dust because the workers had returned to using scrap paper. The central mystery of this failure is why a workforce would choose a chaotic, manual system over a multi-million-baht upgrade, and how leaders can prevent that choice from being made. A post-implementation review revealed that management was only tracking lagging indicators, like the final inventory totals. They had no visibility into the leading behaviors, such as whether workers were actually logging into the system daily. This company fell into the PD/PD trap, cycling endlessly between planning and doing while ignoring the check and act phases. Without a complete PDCA cycle, the feedback loop fractures and the entire management system collapses. On the factory floor, the Genba investigation found the root cause. The ERP system was too difficult to use during a high-speed shift. It required an 8-character password and 5 screen taps just to log one batch of production. Faced with high production quotas and a high-friction software interface, the workers followed the path of least resistance. They chose the scrap paper because the expensive technology made their jobs harder. Solving this required engineering a new environment where the old manual habits were no longer the easiest path forward. The team used poka-yoke, or arrow-proofing, to strip the friction away. They replaced the passwords and complex menus with a single scan system. A worker simply swiped their ID and scanned a QR code on the material roll. Management then standardized this behavior by linking it to payroll. They announced that overtime and production incentives would be calculated solely from the ERP data. If the barcode wasn't scanned, the work technically didn't exist for the payroll system. To maintain accountability, they installed a massive dashboard on the factory floor. This made production data inescapable, showing every machine's real-time status to the entire plant. Sustaining change involves 2 simultaneous actions: making the new process effortless and burning the bridges that lead back to the old way of working. Within 1 week of these changes, Siam Pack and Print reached 100% compliance. The inventory crisis ended because the system finally worked for the people using it. This transition represents the move from PDCA to SDCA. Once a process is proven, you standardize it, turning a temporary project into a permanent operational requirement. Every initiative should be scanned against a 5-point sustainability checklist. This includes updating official SOPs, scheduling regular audits, and ensuring that executive leadership continues to demand the project's specific metrics during board meetings. A project's launch day marks the beginning of a long-term stress test for the company's structure. Aristotle argued that we are defined by what we do repeatedly. In this view, excellence is a settled habit derived from consistent action. Long-term innovation thrives when the business ecosystem makes reverting to old methods impossible. Removing friction from the process transforms excellence into permanent engineered behavior.